Hallo Freunde, wir sollen den Ratten folgen, die in den Wänden kriechen. Hat man uns gesagt. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir uns in einem Traum befinden oder ob wir tatsächlich wach sind. Boah, die Geräusche. Ich vermute mal, wir müssen nach unten. Vielleicht der Kamin? Oder der Keller? Hier sind die Ratten leiser. Ich vermute, wir müssen in den Keller. Oh oh. Wow. Ich vermute, wir müssen dort lang. An der Wand steht nichts mehr. Ich gehe mal hier lang. Was ist das denn? Was ist das denn? War hier nicht vorher noch eine Holzverkleidung? Ich bin mir sicher, dass die Ratten diese Treppe hinuntergelaufen sind. Ich kann sie immer noch leise quieken hören. Wow. Aha. Okay, ich habe die Vermutung, wir haben... War das ein Albtraum? Ich habe diese Kreaturen wahrhaftig gehört. Sie sind durch die Wände gerannt in den unteren Teil des Hauses. Ich bin mir sicher, dass sie mich hinunterlocken wollen, um mir etwas zu zeigen. Sie wollen mir den Weg zu irgendeinem dunklen Geheimnis dieses Hauses weisen. Wie dem auch sei, ich glaube, ich habe ein Geräusch gehört. Ich sollte wohl besser hingehen und es untersuchen. Okay.
Hi, Howard. I know this is shocking, but I am Loath Nolder. It seems impossible to believe, but it's the truth. As you can see, my new body is not in good shape. I'm taking something to slow its deterioration, but the worms will have me soon. So listen carefully. Time is very short. We must stop them.
Stop whom?
Don't you remember? I think the drug I gave you was a bit much.
What drug? What are you talking about?
The drug I gave you when I took you out of the asylum. If I hadn't given it to you, you would have been gone for good by now. It was prepared by a very powerful shaman. But I think it prevents you from remembering what happened and who you really are.
This is all nonsense. I don't understand what you're talking about. You told me to come here, and I am here. In the very house of my ancestors. What is the meaning of this? Do you know that my father is lying in that tomb? Can you tell me why he killed himself in there? Why my mother never told me anything about my father? Why I remember things I've never known before? What is happening to me?
You must be calm. I am in a worse condition. I know this seems like nonsense, but it is happening. This world hides secrets that people must never learn. And we are a part of those secrets. Please, calm down and try to understand what I'm about to say to you. I've given you a special drug. You haven't lost your control, have you? So don't be afraid. The drug won't let him possess you too soon, but it won't last long. We must be quick to find the entrance to the sunken city. It is right under this town and its outlying areas.
Okay, vielleicht kriegen wir jetzt endlich Antworten. Loath Nolder.
Sunken city?
The necropolis city of a pre-human reptilian race.
What is your connection to this situation?
As you know, I went on a long journey 5 years ago. During my travels, I sought clues that would give me some insight into my own family history. I visited a lot of places, but I finally found my answers in a primitive forest village. Strangely, the village elders seemed to know me and told me some unbelievable things about my identity. They said I was born in that very village, the son of a European father and a mother they never revealed. Nobody spoke about her, though I persistently asked them. All I learned is that she disappeared from the village after giving birth to me, and it seemed from their tone that they were grateful when she left. I could learn nothing else about my father either, except that he was a civilized man. Apparently, I spent some of my childhood there, under the veil of strange practices and inhuman traditions. I faintly remember them showing and teaching me some horrifying things that fortunately I can't quite remember anymore. But one thing's still clear in my mind. They were constantly telling me that my body was just a vessel, and that someday I would return to them and be filled with true essence. And through my body, a god, worshipped by the natives, will be summoned. So, in a sense, I am just like you. Something that should not be.
What has happened to your body?
It is a long and bizarre story. My body was stolen from me. After I'd stayed at that disgusting village for a while, the elders sent me with a native guide to a nameless ruin in the middle of a jungle so dense it seemed like no human soul had ever set foot in it before us. When we arrived, that traitorous guide pushed me into a deep chamber. They planned this all along. He was not with me, only to guide me there. When I opened my eyes, I was in an enclosure with lavishly carved stone walls. I was tied tight and saw some masked figures sitting around me chanting something. They were not human. Try to imagine this. I was alone with things that were not human. Their constant hissings still reverberate in my ears. They gave me something that made my mind go cloudy. Then, I believe I fainted. I don't know how much time passed, but when I regained consciousness, I was in total darkness. With the smell of damp earth filling my nose, I thought they had buried me alive. But soon, I understood how stupid it was to expect this kind of mercy from them. I managed to get above ground with my bare hands and tried to flee that damned jungle at once. But when I slipped and fell into a small puddle of muddy water, for a moment I plunged into the scorching pit of madness. The reflection in the water showed that I now inhabited the body that once belonged to my guide.
Why did you take me out of the asylum?
I had to. As I said before, if I didn't, you would have been totally overcome by now. They were planning to eliminate you and take your body for good. But fortunately, I came just at the right time. We now have a chance. I can't make it by myself. They defeated everyone else except you. Look, I am tired and have to get my drug. Let's continue this conversation tomorrow.
Ich habe letzte Nacht nicht geschlafen. Ich musste ständig an die Dinge denken, die Loath Nolder mir gesagt hat. Aber wie sehr ich auch nachdenke, all die Dinge, die ich gesehen und gehört habe, ergeben keinen Sinn. Es ist verrückt. Das glaubt alles doch keiner. Vielleicht bin ich wirklich ein Verrückter, der ziellos durch die Welt irrt und in seiner eigenen wahnhaften Welt lebt. Vielleicht ist all dies nicht mehr als ein Traum innerhalb eines Traums. Keine Antworten, nur noch mehr Fragen, Leute. Boah. Es scheint Tag zu sein. Wo ist Loath? Wo ist er? Schläft er bei Großvater? Hier wahrscheinlich. Vielleicht auch nicht. Gut, dass Hauer durch Türen gehen kann. Das macht es viel einfacher. Wo ist Loath Nolder? Wir waren schon mal auf der Jagd nach ihm, wenn ihr euch erinnert. Habt's bestimmt alle gesehen. Loath? Nein. Wo ist Loath Nolder? Ich vermute, ich muss in den Keller. Da wollten wir eh noch mal gucken, weil... Wegen, ihr wisst schon. Wo war denn das nochmal? Ach, das war die war verschlossen, das ist die Garage, ne? Was? Wenn ich den Tank fülle, komme ich mit dem Auto vielleicht hier weg. Wo ist der Tank? Wo hat denn so ein Auto den Tank? Vielleicht einfach... Okay, der Tank ist fast voll. Das war aber ein mächtig großer Benzinkanister. Ich will aber nochmal in den Keller gucken. Ein mächtig großer Benzinkanister oder ein mächtig kleiner Tank. So, wenn ich hier doch mal die Orientierung behalten würde. Wo ging es denn in den Keller? Das war doch hier irgendwo. Hier? Sag mal. Das ging doch da in den Keller, oder? Darf ich vielleicht nicht mehr runter? Oder war das nicht hier? Hä? Verschlossen. Wo ist Mr. Nolder hingegangen? Ich muss ihn finden, bevor ich gehe. Ja, sag ich doch. Die Frage ist... Ah, hier war der Keller.